The Motorola RAZR is back.
Yeah, if you guys remember the iconic Motorola RAZR V3, the one that sold over 100 million copies.
That's a lot of phones to sell.
It's said to be one of the most iconic phones ever, similar to the Nokia 3310, you know, that brick phone that would never be destroyed, or the original iPhone. Motorola is coming out apparently with a new phone, but not just any phone, a foldable phone, like we've seen with the Samsung
Like
Fold
a flip phone.
or the Mate X. Like a flip phone.
It sounds like a very cool concept. Let's get into some of the details.
So the VP of Motorola said that they have been working on a smartphone for quite some time, and they also don't want to be lagging behind the market. So they're working on a foldable phone, hoping to release it in the summer of this year.
So they don't want to lag behind, but they haven't released a touch screen smartphone.
No, I think they don't want to lag behind the foldable market. So when they come out with that, they're going to have touchscreen display and all that. Wall Street Journal put out an article saying that the Motorola RAZR V4 will be exclusive to Verizon customers. They're only going to be making 200,000 units. So if you want to get one, you have to get it early. That's probably Motorola's pitch. They're not going to make a lot of products, but they're going to be having just a certain amount. And if you get it, you're one of the lucky ones. At the same time, guess how much it costs? Well, you probably already know. You already read it. But it costs... So we know that the Samsung Galaxy Fold is just under $2,000 and the Mate X is $2,600.
Yes.
The Motorola V4 is said to be about $1,500, much cheaper than the foldable phones that are out right now, but still quite a bit of money.
Now, the key difference between the Motorola V4 and other foldable phones is that it is not a smartphone that turns into a tablet. It's more of a flip phone that turns into a smartphone. So it's more compact, more portable, I would say, and that's the key difference.
Yeah, if you guys remember the V3, you could like flip up the phone. When it was closed, you could like see the text message or see somebody's calling, and then you could like look really cool to flip it up, answer the phone call. Here you can flip it up, look at your address or something like that. So that's where you're right about not being a tablet/phone. It's just like a smartphone
That folds.
Yes.
For $1,500.
For $1,500. Regarding the display and how the Motorola V4 will actually look, surprisingly, it's going to look very, very similar to the old RAZR. The flip phone is going to be the same style look. It's going to have the fold on the inside, so to avoid scratching when it's in your pocket. It's going to have a notch on the top, and then on the bottom, it's going to have a pretty big protruding chin where you would fold into it.
On the chin, there's going to be another touchscreen, right?
That is one of the concepts that we saw. We're not sure if the patent would actually have that, but one of the concepts we saw had a touchscreen with a fingerprint reader and stuff like that. But on the patent itself, it didn't have any touchscreen visuals yet. Some of the other features on the front, it's going to have a front-facing camera and that smaller screen that Motorola RAZR users are used to. But an additional feature on the back, it's going to have a fingerprint scanner, which is similar to what we've seen on the Google Pixel 3.
Okay. Very interesting.
All in all, it's going to look very similar, like we said, to the V4. V3, with some very interesting improvements. More specifically, the screen. It is said that they're working on a OLED panel.
Very good.
With a plastic film on top of that. This is similar to what we saw on the Mate X. So this is what the Mate X is like. They have an OLED panel with a plastic film.
We know Razer have been working on a new smartphone since June 2018, and they also have a patent which is similar to Apple's, where there is a heated sensor behind the fold in the folding part of the screen, which will heal it.
There's issues with a foldable device. Obviously, where it hinges or it bends, you are going to come with some malfunctions. And so they have released and published a patent saying that it will heal that bend for the OLED screen. You know, this is probably going to be very expensive, and this is probably one of the reasons that it is priced at $1,500 and not cheaper.
The question is, Nathan, do you think it's going to flop?
To be honest, I think if they tried to make it a very widespread phone, I think it would. But the fact that they're only selling 200,000 units, I think they could probably all sell out. People who used to use the Motorola RAZR, that was like the phone of the day. Back when I was in high school years and years ago, that was like the phone to get. And if you had it, you were really cool. Everybody loved that flipping sensation that you had when you would answer a phone call, or we've kind of gone away from when you get mad at somebody and you want to end a phone call, you just kind of like slam it shut. Like, we don't have that on the iPhone or other touchscreens anymore. I think it's going to be a success. What about you?
I think it's garbage.
What?
It's like the ugliest. Okay, to start off, the folding implementation of a screen is very difficult.
Yes.
It's going to add bulk. It's going to be bulky. and you're not going to see any benefits to that bulk.
But the Motorola RAZR was never really it was a thin phone, but relating it to the Mate X or the Galaxy Fold, it was probably of similar caliber.
I don't know. I think it's just Motorola trying to cash out on their name. And I feel like that's what they're going for.
We'll see. Hopefully it's a success. I'm really hoping they're a success. Maybe you're not. Let us know what you think about the new V4 phone, whether you're going to get it or you think it's going to be a success.
And subscribe if you're new.